Hello everyone, this is Max here, and today I'm going to be taking a tour inside the Wonderland of America Mall. So I'm standing in front of the Bijou Cinema Bistro, as you can see right there. Just going to pretty much walk in there and kind of show you what's inside this mall. Before I start my tour, let's go ahead and look back in time to 1987.
(1987). Ronald Reagan is nearing the end of his second term as president. The Amazing Mets are the reigning World Series champs. Paul Newman is finally an Oscar winner. And space is full of satellites. Things have changed since 1961. Today, 26 years later, it's skateboards, soccer, suburbia, pizza to go, designer labels, Henry C., Cosby, and cable TV. 1987 also marks our new beginning. A major expansion and renovation has been launched by the Lindorf Group, owners of Crossroads of San Antonio. The Lindorf Group is an international real estate investment firm with U.S. properties valued in excess of $2.5 billion. Lindorf currently owns 7 regional malls as well as office buildings coast to coast. Lindorf's plans for Phase 1 of the Crossroads project include a 2-level covered parking facility, extensive landscaping property-wide, a completely refurbished mall exterior, and the addition of the Palm Pavilion, an exciting new food court and international marketplace. The Palm Pavilion will grand open in November of 1987 with 41 new shops and restaurants and a 6-screen Santikos Theater complex. The food court will feature such tenants as Schlotzsky's, Blue Chip Cookies, Piece of the Pie Pizza, Candy Shack, Yellow Rose Diner, Brioche, Gelato Classico, Hot Dog on a Stick, Salsa, and Mrs. Powell's Cinnamon Rolls. The marketplace will feature stores with a variety of wares, from fresh baked goods to imported cookware. 30-foot palm trees reaching towards sunny skylights and splashing fountains will create an inviting courtyard setting. Outside, a spectacular plaza featuring cascading waterfalls, a reflecting pool, a large fountain, and trees will invite shoppers to dine al fresco at umbrellaed tables. The new 2-level covered parking garage will allow for 600 additional spaces and has been designed for no visibility loss for mall tenants. 1 level is below grade, and 1 level is on grade. The exciting Crossroads of San Antonio project was designed by RTKL Associates of Dallas. November 1987 is the time to remember. At that time, Wonderland will officially become Crossroads of San Antonio. The future is bright. We hope you've enjoyed this morning's festivities. We know some of you have. It's time now to draw the winner of our trip for 2 to the Grand Canyon. Will you be the winner? Or maybe you? Could it be one of these people? Possibly these. Well, one of you will win, that's for sure. Thanks for coming this morning. Now, here's our very own Merchants Association president, Omar Pachacano, to draw our winner. And this time, he's not monkeying around. Can you dig it?
So here we are. It's now May of 2017, and I'm gonna go in the mall from one of the entrances. Now, as you can see down here, this is where there used to be water down there, but it's all dried up. I was standing there for the introduction to this video. They might probably fill it up with water again pretty soon. I'm not too sure. And here's the entrance, the glass doors, sign up there, little shops at the Wonderland. And there's a wet floor sign there. It wasn't really any wet floors. I guess the janitors must have left it there. There's all these flags hanging from the ceiling, skylights. And down there is that theater and what is supposed to be the Palm Pavilion. Now that sign looks very dated. Very interesting, actually. But the very misleading thing about that is that even though it's supposed to be the Palm Pavilion, there really isn't any palm trees present anywhere in this mall. So it's kind of a really shameful part about it. But oh well. Over here is a fashion agency. See what else. There is the little shops sign. I'm not going to focus on the little shops in this video, but you know, there's an entrance, and most of the shops were open that day, as you can see. And over here there's the United States flag posted up there on that beam, and over there is the Steinmart, which has been open for quite some years. There's the escalators. Over there is a schoolyard. Now, most of the days that I've been to this mall, I've always seen that that store was closed, but I guess it was open that day. Down there is the fountain and the food court. Very nice view of the fountain and food court. Really nice view. And over here is the Nine Tails shop. Definitely would check it out. It's really awesome. Over here is a beauty salon, and over here the glass counters. They have Hot Wheels and little collectibles. Don't know who was running the joint during that day. I guess the owner wasn't present, but as you can see here, they got various other little trinkets and whatnot. There's the shops, and there's the sign for the little joint right there. And right there is Ramsey Island Video Games. I would also definitely check that shop out. It's really, really cool. You know, I enjoyed going in there and checking out what they had available. Down there is a view of the lower floor and more flags, and another beauty salon is over there. And this is the view of the skylight, and another entrance to the little shops. Over here they have let's see here, Shades of Wonder. They sell sunglasses and hats whenever it's bright out or it's really hot. And over here, what used to be a jewelry store closed down quite some years ago. It's been like this ever since, so yeah, it's just sitting there closed. And here's another view of it. Now, straight ahead, as you can see, there's an inflatable Wonderland. And right here is a sign of the little shops again. This shop over here on the left is closed. This one over here is open. I would check out the little shops. They are actually pretty interesting. As far as I know, it's kind of like the little indoor flea markets. Over here is the inflatable Wonderland sign. Again, Burke's Outlet, which has been open for quite some few years now. And this is a what was an empty space selling furniture there. This space was used for the vendors during that mini convention that was in town about some time ago. It was like a smaller anime convention. Over here, as you can see, Wonderland of the Americas is plastered right there on that ledge. You can see right here these reflective glass, and right here is the little clock tower they got there. It doesn't look like it's been working for a while. I don't know if they ever, pay much attention to that, but it's been sitting there like that. And here's the vision center if you need to get glasses or your eyes checked. They sell dresses over here at Adriana's. Over there is Uptown Gypsy. They sell corsets, and I don't know exactly what else. Over here is Raceway and Games. It's a very small arcade. It was closed that day. I remember hearing rumors that there used to be another arcade in that mall like many years ago called Aladdin's Castle, but I've never seen it. Beads in Wonderland sell little crafting materials, and over there is a suit warehouse if you want to get yourself a suit. Now, as you can see over there, used to be an Anna's Linens. I don't know what was going on in there. I think it was bingo or something. Not too sure. So, yeah. And over here, another view of the lower floor and a bunch of these flags hanging up everywhere. I don't really understand the whole thing about the flags. I mean, I guess, they try to go with a Americas or like various countries theme, but it doesn't really seem to kind of appeal to that theme. It's just flags posted all over the place. It's kind of strange. So, as you can see over here, this is the sign that says Burlington and Hobby Lobby Creative Center. And Burlington's also been there for a very long time. It's open. Normally is one of those stores that gets a lot of business. Now, I'll explain at the end of the video why businesses like Burlington, are still there. There's a Pokoi straight ahead, and another view of the Burlington sign. So the Pokoi is like a jewelry store, and over there they sell colognes and perfumes. The Image shop, they sell clothing. I think it used to be somewhere else, or I'll probably confuse it for another store. And there's another one over there called Soul. Over here is the Hobby Lobby. There's the stairwell down there. And there's a Ross outlet over here on this side of the building. It's been open for a very long time. Another one of those stores that still has a business besides Burlington. And Burke's. And on this side, as you can see from that sign, it's Cowtown Boots. So if you want to get yourself a pair of boots, you can also check out this shop. And this is a view of the skylights with all these little light bulbs. It looks nice. Over here, this is a picture of the Anna's Linens. This is a directory of the mall, as you can tell, and there's a Super Target which is attached to the mall, but you can't really get in anywhere from the mall, so you have to go from outside. And this is the elevator that I took to get down to the lower floor. Very old elevator. You can tell the handrails and everything is just really old. And I guess that was like a piece of material just sitting there on the floor. I don't know. It was very weird walking in that elevator. Like, besides that it was just, very old, it just smelled like you were walking into a McDonald's play place almost. I don't know. Surprised, that elevator doesn't have any speakers in it to play some very obscure elevator music. That would have been a weird touch to it, but either way. So, this is the Palm Pavilion, and as you can see over there is the theater. They show obscure films, some films I've never even heard of. At least they bring some variety. This is a shop where they sell ice cream, various other desserts. A diner over here on this side. I think I had it once. I did not really enjoy it very well. I don't know, I didn't really ever enjoy the food down in this food court, so I would kind of suggest there's other places in town that you can check out, if you want some really good food. I don't know, I've never very been fond of this food court. Very nice view of that skylight up there. There's Goomba's Pizzeria, and on this side there is a Wonderland Event Center. I think the day before I saw people playing chess or something like that in there. There's a security office right there. Then again, on that side, there is I guess a small church of some sorts. And there was some empty space. It was too dark to see in there. And a counseling office in there. So I went through another part of the mall on the lower floor where it was mostly a dead zone. As you can tell, there's really nothing going on this side. It's very strange, you know, to kind of see sections of a mall like that, you know, when there's really nothing going on. So obviously this is a dead zone of the mall. There's really nothing over here, as you can tell. And this is the inside of another empty space. It's got a sign in there, I trade online. This was also used during that mini convention for karaoke and stuff like that. And missing signs up here. Another view of the inside of that place. Over here is a high fashion boutique. They sell wigs and I don't know what else. Didn't really pay too much attention to that one. There's the entrance, and there it is, the clinic. No, there was an empty space back there, and here's the directory again, and this is pretty much where we are, you know, in this whole lower level. This is another view of the lower floor. You got a lot of those couches and TVs posted. There's a clinic over here. Over there is that GNC, as you can see over there. Been there for a very long time as well. And over here, they don't know what used to be there before. They had a, I think it was like a school for kind of like hospitality and, you know, for doing hair and all that. It was kind of disappeared, like I think in a recent time. I think probably last year or the year before. So now it's just empty. You see all those mirrors in there. Very interesting though. And a lot of those clinics down there. I don't know what they were really trying to appeal to with all these clinics. It's kind of strange. I mean, they could have at least leased out an office building, but I guess they weren't able to. Interesting thing about this mall, I remember when growing up as a kid, there used to be like a toy store and a store that used to sell stuff on discount. I don't know whatever happened to those. I know they disappeared sometime after 2002, and from a time period between 2003 and 2011, this place was like really dead. It wasn't really a lot of stores. It was just empty lots. Very vague. But now I guess they are trying to change that, but it's really some improvements that probably need to be made. This is a view of the skylight. I took a picture of it earlier when I was leaving the mall. And again, a view of the fountain. I did record some footage the day before, kind of doing some test footage. So I just decided to add this clip. This was where the earlier video just stopped at. This was when they were kind of closing down everything for the night. There's a lot of these clinics down there, and again, some empty rooms and whatnot. I think there was a career point somewhere on that left side. This is one of the stairwells, has a lot of these plants. It's a very interesting thing. Yeah. And down there, I think, is I don't know what's really down there. I don't know if there's a door that leads to like a janitor's room or something. Don't really know. It's just a corridor. I think the career point was in that room. I don't know what was over there. I think there was another clinic at some point. I don't really know. Well, it looks like there's some stuff in there. Don't really exactly know. So this is another one of the entranceways or an exit. You know, I do like the tile work and you know, the way like the decor, like all these glass blocks. It's really, you know, really cool. Very nostalgic as well. But overall, this mall is like, it's very strange to kind of see that, you know, it doesn't really have as, you know, many major retailers as most malls. You see that there's carpet of some sorts. It is very strange though that there's not major retailers, but there's a lot of those clinics. And there's a view of the doors again. I don't know. I guess there's not really a lot of appeal as far as I can tell you, but I guess they were trying. And here's the sign. Thank you for visiting. And this is the parking lot. So I really did hope you enjoy watching my tour of the mall. I do feel that they probably need to kind of think over the theme. I know they called it the Wonderland of America, so it's not really a wonderland. It's more like kind of a mall that's trying to kind of experiment with ideas almost. Very dated appearance, but either way, I gotta give them credit for at least trying. So the reason why some of those stores like Burlington, GNC, and I guess Ross, the reason why places like those tend to last for a very long time is because they do this common practice where it's cheaper for them, or supposedly that's what I was told. They get these extensive kind of contracts to, or like leases, so that way, they can be there for a very long time while every other business just, closes like after maybe like 5 to 10 years. And normally these businesses, they still somehow thrive. They still got, business going. But, the same thing with the Steinmart, that one's been there for a very long time. It is very, very strange. So in case you're wondering, why is it that places like those are still around? But yeah, that's kind of like the reason why you'll still see stores like that in any mall, especially dead ones. So either way. So, yeah, be sure to check out the shops if you plan to visit, but I don't recommend the food court much. And this is my rating. If you need a pause to check it out, be my guest. So I do hope you enjoy watching the video, and thanks for watching.